So, Jack,
Hello, Sam.
what if, right? What if you were a really, really shit AWPer and you were French, which makes it infinitely worse. And then somehow, for some reason, you ended up on a tier 1 team. And even though your coach tweeted that he had some degree of faith in you for some reason and you weren't going to get cut, everyone knew you were fucking dog shit, and eventually you did get cut after less than 3 months on the team. What would you do in that instance?
I would be aghast, which is relevant because that's the surname of the man we're talking about.
Is it actually? Oh, it is.
Jeremy Gast
It
from
Jeremy
Minecraft.
Jeremy Kursy Gast,
He
fucking
is
rubbish
cursed.
player. Actually, a rubbish player. So to catch you all up, Kursy, who was signed by GamerLegion in July, if I remember correctly, to replace Grix. Not Grix.
No, the other one.
Slend. That's the bloke.
Slend.
They
Really
benched
mid.
Slend. Yeah. Also crap.
They've had some crap uppers, haven't they?
They have, and Slend annoys me because I actually thought he was decent. And then
Acor was their best.
Yeah, and he's crap and all. But anyway, yeah, Kursy was signed to replace Slend. No one really knew why. The best team he'd ever played for was Gen 1, which wasn't a particularly good team.
Isn't like Sixer play for them or something?
No, that was like Gentlemates.
Isn't
No,
Gentlemates
no,
just
like
got...
the team that Gentlemates signed originally. Anyway.
I don't know. They had anyway. Sure.
Anyway,
shit French team.
Kursy's fucking rubbish, and they're
knew
benching him.
Mhm.
And they're signing hypex, which is another player from BetClick, the team that FaZe signed Jacob from.
Is BetClick is also Apogee, right? They're synonymous.
Yes, but in
I don't know
CS...
if one's a sponsor or one's not. I'm not really
so
sure.
I believe BetClick is a sponsor and the
Yeah.
org is Apogee, but in CS sometimes we do weird things where we only refer to teams by their sponsors. But then, like, obviously have teams in other games, and in other games they are referred to as BetClick Apogee. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, we're not calling them Red Bull OG Esports, are we?
No, we're not. Actually, speaking of, they just got bought.
Bought?
Yeah,
The org?
Yeah, it's literally... Charlie, click on the HLTV logo. There you go. 31 minutes ago.
Chili's group.
Chili's group. You'll never guess what country they're from. It's like every other fucking organisation in esports. Yeah.
Based in Malta. Fan tokens. Okay, more of that bullshit. Well,
Yeah.
I don't really get crypto, so I won't pretend to. But as long as it means there's more money for me, then I'm okay with it.
I agree. Anyway, back to
hypex.
GamerLegion. See, the funny thing about this move isn't that Kursy's shit. It's that
he's been really good since they announced it.
It was announced about 10 minutes before they played Liquid, and then Kursy absolutely shit on Liquid in map 1. He was back to his normal self in map 2, but he did shit on them in map 1.
There's always something about, a player with a point to prove, right? A chip on the metaphorical shoulder.
Yeah, and if we look at Kursy's match history, he actually he does have quite a bit of a point to prove, because as you can see from the sea of red that's now on your screen, he's not a very good player. Even when he goes positive, he has a negative rating.
That's...
Like,
but, he's smiling in his photo, so he looks happy to be there.
Like, it's actually quite impressive. Like, you look at his first series against...
So his highest rating ever, well, since GamerLegion was in that series against Liquid.
No, there's one against Big.
What, was it better than 2.14?
Wait, was it 2.14 against Liquid?
In the one map, yeah. 187 against Big.
A bit at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2.14. Yeah, so that's his best map.
But the real what was his round swing? That's the question we all want to know.
Oh, yeah, let's see his round swing in that match, Charlie. Go on.
Or ever. His entire round swing.
Oh, his entire round swing would be pretty.
The other one. Okay.
Yeah, it does
That's two.
What's his round swing? Plus 15. Wow. People tell me that's good, but I don't know because I don't care about round swing. RWS, mate.
Mm-hmm. Talking about R-dubs.
It's RWS for nerds and neeks. That's what round swing is.
No, it exactly is that.
But yeah, so Kursy just isn't very good, and the signing never really made sense when they made it because like there was nothing impressive about him.
He weren't good before it. This is the issue, right? Like your PRs and your Towsons, they're good. I mean, Rez was obviously already proven, but these guys were like, also Rez has been playing.
Towson
really,
wasn't that
really
proven.
Good. Like Rez was. What I'm saying is like Towson and PR were like up and coming. They were like, oh, are they good? Are they?
Yeah,
really
PR
good?
had a lot of hype around him.
There was hype, yeah. Whereas,
but even outside of GamerLegion,
Kursy is the epitome of the blood thinks he's on the team meme. Both in like the way he just like looks in team talks and stuff, as well as just on the scoreboard, he just seems out of place.
But like
which is a shame.
Even outside of GamerLegion,
yeah,
like when you look at the AWPers that people have signed, like Molodoi and Grix were very impressive at the level they were playing at. Kursy, you see there like 1.13 rating, which is only like I think it's 0.02 lower than hypex. But Betclic playing much better tournaments than Gen 1 did. Gen 1 were not a good team. They were not playing against good teams. Betclic at least do. Plus, hypex actually played quite well at PGL Bucharest earlier this year. Like the Kursy move just never made sense. And Charlie, if you go on that tweet from Ash, look how long ago that there was already rumours that they wanted to get rid of. Like this was what? So it's like 3 weeks ago from now, but a month after they signed Kursy. And yes, like some part of that is.
But it is true that GamerLegion were interested in Grix, right?
Yes, they were before Heroic signed him.
This like the Gromov guy, he's pretty accurate, I feel like.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? This could have been a stab in the dark because they were interested in Grix, and then obviously it's slightly fortuitous that Grix got benched even faster than Kursy did. But like
Grix was alright. That's the difference.
Yeah, well, he was okay.
He's better than Kursy was.
But how funny is it that Ash has tweeted this out and 3 weeks later just cut the bloke anyway?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's entirely Ash, right? But it probably is. Like, he does do the scouting and stuff, right? So
he must have control over.
And this is, I think we spoke about this before, like when they signed Kursy, or maybe like a couple of weeks ago. And I did applaud Ash's scouting, and I think I said that like Kursy wasn't the one, bro. Like maybe he just can't scout AWPers.
Yeah, but some people don't get AWPing, do they? Like MSL famously didn't. Like it's why he started AWPing. Well, it's why he started AWPing because he just like he couldn't.
Is that why you AWP?
Yeah. Like he couldn't fucking call for an AWP because he thought they were all brain dead.
Yeah.
But then again, he did
stand here and watch this.
Who's the other one that
Streets won't forget Mertz.
AWPers always do crap. Dexter, he's crap at IGL AWPers.
Yeah. I mean, Dexter's. It's not just AWPers.
Well, quite, but
it's like, more egregious with AWPers. Yeah.
But look how good Twistzz is now.
Exactly.
And people wanted him cut when Dexter was there. Because Dexter's just fucking rubbish when it comes to AWPers. Like maybe Ash has that same blind spot, which is okay because he's he's pretty good at scouting everyone else.
I like you said blind spot, not bald spot. That's just quite kind. Because he does have one of those as well. But
well, yes, but contextually, Jack, it's
not relevant.
It's a blind. No, it's not. Just
are there any events in Turkey?
Just run the intro, Charlie. I'm not doing this. Right, so in more roster news, Twistzz is going back to FaZe.
He's rubbish. It's so over. It's so over.
No.
In other FaZe-related news.
Jack, I'm sorry. We've got to pause for a second.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that in the minute while we collected ourselves after I said run the intro, Jack said to me, "I've got a bit," and I thought he was going to have a joke. But
the joke is the move.
All he did was the laugh. No, I get that, Jack. I'm just not sure that bit was as good as you thought it would. No, I did, but it was more.
Comment down below if you laughed at that moment, guys. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
That funny moment.
Carry on with what you were going to say. Fucking
well. Wow. FaZe are fucked, aren't they? And it's come out that FaZe Temper may or may not be a paedophile as well. So, not a good week for fans of the team. I'm not saying the roster move and Temper's sleeping with minors have anything in relation, actually. They just happen at the same...
I'm not sure I really want to get into Temper sleeping. Something to do with minors. I'm not...
No, but...
I'm going to park that one, Jack.
It's happened, apparently.
I'm going to park it like Twistzz parked his career at Liquid.
That was a segue, I believe. That's what they call it.
Back to what we should be talking... Anyway, so Twistzz, after, 18 months of pure dog shit on Liquid, is going back to FaZe. And you seem to be quite negative about this, but I actually am a fan.
The move makes sense. I just... Him going to Liquid was the silliest thing ever.
The move makes sense under certain circumstances.
Well, yes. If there's two hypotheticals here, right? Twistzz is replacing Elige, and Jacob is replacing Rain. They just happen at different times. If that's the case, that's all good. If what the rumors do be saying that Frozen might be on a Na'Vi, I don't know how substantiated those rumors are. But you've just replaced, your main star player with like another one, and not actually solved the problems you have in the team. And also, Karrigan needs to retire as well.
I mean, okay. If Frozen stays on FaZe, then I think this is a good move.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that no one yet knows who Twistzz is replacing. Now, some people are saying Jacob, which would make no sense and would actually be quite cruel considering he's just joined the team.
It would be stupid.
Yes.
Both in game and like as a brand and how you operate. It's
absolutely.
Ludicrous. So I'll park that as not happening.
Yeah. No, I agree. Then people are saying it would be Karrigan. And that Karrigan might retire and become the coach. And we're not going to go back down the...
No, don't.
Back down the Karrigan would be a bad coach. Bad coach street. But let's be clear on something. That would be fucking horrible. That, Karrigan retiring, and then presumably Twistzz becoming the IGL, would probably be the worst of the three instances. Like, it just really wouldn't be good. Because we've seen Twistz's IGL, and he's not fucking good at it.
No, and, arguably he's got better players on FaZe.
But it wouldn't help.
He didn't Liquid, and it wouldn't make a difference, because the issue with that team was not the players, it was the calling.
Yeah.
The players weren't happy, or, whatever either, but...
But then there's also people saying, oh, well, what if Rain IGLs? And it's like, well, what the fuck's the point in that? There's actually no point.
Why is he going to role swap at 32?
Rain? He's not 32, is he? He's 32.
Old. He's old, man. He's on baby number 2.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Might be wrong. 31. All right. 31.
I thought he was 29. Yeah, look.
I mean, it was 2 years ago, but...
Yeah, great. Thanks for that. Like, it's an appropriate age for him to start IGLing, but, he does have, fucking 2 kids. What's the point? Just fucking retire, man.
He's literally had time off, literally this year because of a kid.
If you're gonna be in IGL,
which is super fine, obviously.
If
but
you're
I'm
gonna
just
be
saying,
in
like,
IGL, like go and do it in the online circuit with a Nordic team. Like build up some new Norwegians. Don't do it in FaZe.
Okay, he turned 31 last month, by the way. So like he's just freshly 31. Regardless, though, like that guy's in the twilight of his career, right?
Yeah.
And is a father of two gonna have the additional time that's needed to be in IGL? You know, doing all the prep and all that shit. No, and he shouldn't fucking want to.
No,
he's done his grind. Do you know what I mean?
But that does bring us to the most likely option, in that Rain will be leaving the team for Twistzz.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like it's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Rain's been all right in the last few months. Like he's been noticeably better than he was in the first half of the year, and he's still not like as good as he was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But maybe in a team that actually makes sense, you know, one that doesn't put him and Elige on the same team.
Again, like FaZe's issues are the players playing bad is probably more of a symptom than the actual disease itself, right?
Yeah.
But it does make the most sense on paper.
Yeah, because when you sign Jacob, you've signed a long-term Rain replacement.
Well, he's a kid. He's someone you can mold and you know, bring into that role.
Yeah. Like we said it on the podcast a few weeks ago when Elige was cut for Jacob. Jacob is another aggressive player. He's another player that in theory steps on Rain's toes. So clearly FaZe didn't think the system was the problem. But actually if they've signed Twistzz, no, they do think it's a problem.
Yeah.
Because they're still looking to move away from it in some way. Because unless Frozen goes and Twistzz goes,
it's like they sacked off Brokey, right? And whether it really was because he just wanted time off or whatever, Brokey's been alright since he's been back, right? So
yeah, I think he just
hypothesis concluded, Brokey probably wasn't the issue. He was not playing well for a long time, right? Let's give him that. But you know, provably not the problem. It brought a Legion, didn't get any better, right? I'd say at least probably was part of the problem, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like I think the FaZe players have said that enough.
Yeah. Frozen is very, very good, right?
Very good.
Rain's still decent, but you know, does this FaZe team want to win this year, or do they want to win in the next 5 years, right? Like do they want to be a contender for a while now, or do they want to just have another year of like looking at a few trophies?
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, Rain is 31, Carrigan's what, 34, 35?
57, yeah.
Something like that.
Really
like,
old.
Eventually you have to move on from these people. And Twistzz could be a part of that. I don't particularly want to see him IGL again, but maybe on FaZe he could sacrifice his own ego to IGL, and then we're talking a different story.
I think the thing we need to look at, and like without like letting nostalgia blind us, is that Twistzz was never the best player on FaZe, right?
No, and that's the thing.
But him coming in now, that kind of expectation is now on him, which
and I think and like personally, I just think that's wrong.
What, that it's not on him, or
no, that expectation will be on him. I think it's ridiculous.
It shouldn't be. I agree it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because he never was that guy. And not saying he's not good. He obviously fucking is good. But does he fix if it's the move that we think it's going to be, right? So Jacob goes into Rain spots, Twistzz gets the Loki passive shit. Does that make FaZe better? Yes. Does it fix them? I still don't think so.
I mean,
I don't think Carrigan mid-round masterclass is.
I mean, it's gonna make
it work anymore.
Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if we look at FaZe back in 2022, their like strongest period in CS ever, like outstripping even the OG super team.
Mm-hmm.
They were so good because Brokey, Rops, and Twistzz and Rain would pop up here and there, all had an extended period of very good form.
Yes.
They were a back-heavy team that relied on clutches, relied on winning 3v5s with Rops, Twistzz, and Brokey all playing parts in that. Twistzz was the aggressor when they were in that position, and Rops and Brokey did the majority of the clutching, but if Twistzz needed to, Twistzz could do it too.
Just to stop you there, though, I don't think that's a system. I don't think being back-heavy is a system. It's a style, right?
No, but it is. It is. Like,
a system is a method of play. Like, if your method of play is like these guys need to clutch, I understand there is gunplay in the game, right? And there's a degree of that, obviously. But system to me is like, you know, MSL snappy type shit, right? When there's like
call out of spawn and do the rest off vibes.
Well,
yeah,
not necessarily. No, but
that
like,
that is. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is, Jack. The thing is, like, we could argue this semantic for a while, but it was the system of that team. The system of that team was that Carrigan and Rain would sacrifice themselves to give those three the best chance of winning the round. Yes.
Yeah.
Going to become a pilot and whatnot.
No accent. That was good from you. Anyway.
Yeah, I was trying really hard.
I thought about it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was their system.
Yeah.
You look at them in 2025. Is Brokey close to the level he was then? No. Can Frozen ever be close to the level Rops was then? I really like Frozen. I'm not sure he can. I think, you know, like, he's Rops light. Twistzz obviously can reach that level. But there is now a problem with Twistzz. And it's not the expectation that everyone else places on him, and it's the expectation that he places upon himself and the ego he has. If Twistzz is going to make this second phase stint work, where the second Liquid stint didn't, it's because he needs to accept what he fucking is as a player.
Yes.
Like, on Liquid, you know, he went back there to be the star. He went back there to be the guy that he wasn't the first time around. He wasn't a Liege. He wasn't Naps. He was the fucking glue the first time around. He was a glorified support player. And he wanted to go in. He wanted to be the hero, to finally bring Liquid a trophy, to give them their second Grand Slam, the major they didn't get, all this fucking bullshit. And it just didn't. It didn't work, because Twistzz as a star actually was just a shit version of Blameth. He still had good ratings, but he was a shit version of Blameth. He was the same type of luxury star that doesn't actually get you anywhere unless you
he's just what I'm trying to say. Again, this phase now, 2025 phase, doesn't have a Rops to do that. It's the same way, like you know, Rops on a team
close in Frozen.
Close, yes, but like at the level that those players are at, I don't think Close cuts it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
that extra 5% is big.
Yes, but so the point I was going to make after that is that FaZe in 2022 is probably the only time FaZe have ever been consistent. Like, yes, okay, there's the back end of 23, start of 24, where they were making it to all those finals, but like, you could tell that FaZe, because of Rops being a neek, and because they were already pretty much dead in Go, FaZe put a lot of effort into 2 at the start and being a CS2 team, where other teams were still CSGO teams playing CS2.
Yes.
So consistency has never really been a thing that's come to FaZe. I mean, if you look how long it took them to win their Grand Slam, and that's a consequence of the system they play. Because the system only works if
people are performing.
Passive stars are performing. It's the limitations of it.
I don't want to quote like the self-help shit, right? But it's like someone is like you fall to your habits or whatever, right? Like you fall to the level of your habits or your systems, right? So if your system is good, your peaks are better, right? But your baseline's good. And this is the FaZe issue, right? With the FaZe system, is that without performance, their battle baseline is subpar.
Yeah. So,
which is why like the FaZe bullshit thing exists, right? That they can be dog shit for the first 3 games of a tournament and then actually just win the whole thing.
Yeah. So with this team then, assuming it's Jacob instead of Rain and Frozen instead of Rops, yes, they can win tournaments. Of course they can, because if the form hits in the right way, the way they play will win rounds. It will grind out games. Will it be a clone? Will it be a Krakow or a major? probably not. And I think there's another reason for that as well, beyond firepower differences.
What would that be?
Well, I don't think Jacob or Rain are good enough. I think if you
can give him chance to be, but not.
Well, I think
not
if you
right
have
now,
an
no.
Elige, well, yeah, sure, you can give Jacob chance to be, but I think if you have an Elige that isn't a prick, then sure.
Should have been winning more, yeah.
Because like, look at Spirit, they've got Donk. Look at Vitality, they've got Flames. Look at Mouse, they've got Xertion. Falcons, take your pick. Like, look at every other top team has an aggressive star. That is where FaZe have never adapted to CS2. It's what got them behind. Yeah. Yes, they tried it with Elige, but obviously the team didn't work. It's like, it's unfortunate.
Does Elige really want to be aggressive, really?
I think he probably does. So he's always played best.
But then you see him in a round where people die at the start and he just takes his headset off and no comms because he's pissed off that it didn't go exactly how he wanted it to.
Well, true. But so this is my thing. When it comes to tournaments FaZe could win, you look at the one they're currently playing in, right? Look at Fissure Playground. I know I mentioned Falcons there, and you know I could also say the same with Yekindar, and maybe I did mention Xantares for Furia and Aurora. But they could obviously win something like Fissure Playground. Of course they could win something like that. If the form hits at the right time.
They lost to Falcons, right? So that's reasonable.
Yeah, but Falcons have looked very strong at this event.
Yeah, Falcons are a very, very good team. Look at the just off on paper, right?
So, of course they could win an event like that. But as soon as you throw like Mouse into the mix, Spirit into the mix, Vitality into the mix, I don't think they can beat them unless they all hit God tier. So this is the thing, right? Maybe FaZe are in a pretty slow transitional era, but I think they can still win tournaments. I think it's unfair to suggest that they'll never be able to win tournaments. It's just understanding what FaZe are and what FaZe have always been. Yeah. They're never going to be a consistent threat until Carrigan is gone.
But then what?
And until the system changes to something that allows for more front-heavy action.
What was it that the United manager said? It was like, if you want to change the system, you change me, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's literally it for FaZe, right?
Yeah.
Quite a relevant, comparison, because
this is the Carrigan system. When it hasn't worked, it hasn't worked, and they've keep ploughing through. Yeah. Like when Brokey's being utter dog shit, can't hit an AWP shot to save his life, looking worse than wonderful. They've still done it. When Rops has been off form, Twistzz for most of 2023 was crap, and they push through because it's their system, because they have no other option, because Rain couldn't be Donk or Exertion or Flames. He couldn't be any of those players. So they had to push through with it. And that probably is actually the real problem with FaZe. And that probably will be the real problem with FaZe, is that they don't have enough firepower in their aggression like they do with their more passive figures.
Just humour me for a second then.
Okay.
If, God forbid, it is frozen out and he goes to an RV.
My God.
Who is he replacing?
Twistzz.
And is it Alexi? No,
Frozen.
Is it Alexi? You make him a call? It's Alexi or Imma. It feels like it should be, right? So
it's 100% Alexi or Imma. And it's a hard one, right? Because IGLs get the blame so often for so many things, and you know that Blade is the type of guy that will sit there and think, I can turn this secondary caller into a primary caller. But I do think it'd be Imma. I think Blade's also the type of guy that's smart enough to understand that any team that he gives Alexi B will be a stronger team for it. Alexi has now proved himself as an IGL for all the doubters he had years ago. He has now proved himself. And remember, before JL decided he wanted to go do fucking drag racing or drifting or whatever the fuck he's doing now, Imma was the one on the chopping block. We all we knew that fucker was going. I said that fucker I don't like him. Imma's a lovely person. Really, really lovely bloke.
I think also though, Yeah, what you said about like Alexi going to another team, like there's a reason the community was like Alexi was shit, but teams kept signing him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
think about how shocked people were when Na'Vi signed him after
like
Nick
it's
just
kind of a
him. Nick.
yeah, it's almost a shame. People like oh like Alexi like cope kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's a shame it took so long for it to work out for him, for maybe him to get the credit he deserves, right? But there's also when we talk about like systems and stuff, right? Like sometimes you need the right players. Like you can't have 5 donks and make them play the way Ty Lue play, right?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is actually something that we'll get to later.
We will.
We will.
Talk about Fissure?
Yeah.
Is there much to talk about?
Oh wait, no, we can't actually. We can't because we've got a take of the week, and the take of the week is FaZe related.
Okay.
So this one comes from @QueenNeo.
I believe they're in the Discord. They're like an OG
Are
reader,
they?
I think. Yeah.
Are they? Look it up. Look it up while I go through the take. Because this take it's honestly fucking terrible. It really is. So they said in a response to Charlie, you'll have to scroll up. I can't remember what it was. Right. Okay. So they originally tweeted, "Okay, can I say something? If Twistzz replacing Jacob, I think that's the wrong move, and Loki Carrigan should be ashamed of himself. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that."
Can't see them, but I've seen the name about before. So
someone then responded, "This wouldn't make sense at all," and they've said, "Yeah." And more importantly, how many times will modern Carrigan abuse star player metas to win when he was supposed to be the IGL known to best utilise rookies? Jacob getting replaced without development is demoralising.
Okay. Are we getting Carrigan and Snappy confused? Or Carrigan and Hunden? Or Carrigan and numerous other IGLs who are actually known for, moulding young players? Carrigan's generally had stars. Nico was not a rookie. Guardian was not a rookie. Olaf Meister was not a rookie.
Yeah, before that, the Astralis team were not
rookies.
exactly rookies. In fact, the only time
and when
you
they
can
were,
look at him,
so was Carrigan, actually.
Yeah, in fact, the only time you can look at him, well, not really, but as an IGL maybe.
Like Mouse.
Yeah, that's probably the only time you can look at him. It's like, okay, you don't have real stars on your team. Like Device was a top 3 player in the world from what, 2014? Top 5.
Probably, yeah.
Like,
and also like the Mouse team as well, like the first team, like Frozen was the star, was the rookie. You still had Chris J and Woxic.
Yeah, who were like extremely experienced players.
Yeah.
Like, and just
Shout out
so just to be clear, the end of this tweet is fine. Yeah, shout out Chris J.
Yeah. Like Jacob should not get replaced. Absolutely. I think he's just doing a little bit of trolling. We do a little trolling.
But what do you mean abuse star player metas? I'm still just confused.
Yeah, what
by
is
wording.
that?
Like what does that mean? Oh, you're abusing the system because you have the best players on a good team. Well, fuck Vitality.
Are you meant to
Spirit,
settle for having like shit player? Like, yeah, but no,
Yeah.
but like Vitality. Oh yeah, star player. Yeah, they do. They have very good players. Like, I'm not sure.
It's just really baffling.
There's an issue that some people see CS in a like a strategy game, right? When it's an FPS with strategy, right?
Yeah.
Not vice versa. And like you can, like, I've always been into the theory craft, like plot it out on the radar, what things do and how they operate and time and stuff. That's cool, but that, at the end of the game,
into practice.
No, you gotta fuck you. You gotta shoot. you gotta kill the people in front of you, right? Like that is objectively what happens, right?
And well, this is.
And who's good at killing people?
Star players.
I was waiting for you to make an awful joke, but yeah, star players is the correct answer. 10 points. No, we don't need to go there.
No, let's not do that. But yeah, no, I agree, right? There's just so many idiots in Counter-Strike, and it goes both ways. There's the people that think that Counter-Strike is some form of a point-and-click adventure game, where the only thing that matters is whether you can hit a head or not, which, as you can see by Aurora, isn't the fucking case. And then there's these type of idiots that are like, well, if I give Ecstatic the greatest RGL in the world, we will win a major. It's just not true, is it? I'd love to see Nut come up against Dunk. Like, I mean, funny, a player like Nut shouldn't even be able to connect to a server. I don't even know if he's bad. I just don't fucking like him.
The same in that order.
I just don't like Nut just because his name is fucking Nut. Is he any good? Charlie, can you look quickly, please?
Jame, pull that up for me.
I kind of want to know if he's any good now.
So,
he's not bad.
Martin Holm Vestergaard. That's so Danish.
They won a tournament over the weekend.
All right. Did you watch it?
Absolutely fucking not.
Why
would I watch a tournament that Ecstatic can win? They did beat Fnatic.
They won BetClick Clash Summer 2025.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing that they beat Fnatic in the final, actually, because it's put Fnatic's VRS in slight doubt.
Mm.
And
so it was a two-day tournament in Gdansk.
Yeah, I obviously quite want Fnatic to make it to the major because big fan of Cypher, good kid.
Yeah. Shout out Jumbo.
And also a big fan of Tiny Face. Also a big fan of Blame F. I'll always be on the Blame F train. I'll never get off that one. Because one day, inshallah, I shall be proved correct.
Fnatic are winning Budapest, aren't they?
Yes.
We'll just say it for the soundbite. We'll have it there.
Yeah, we'll say it just in case.
We'll do an episode where we just name every team, I think, and then we'll have the clips ready.
Yeah. We'll just like get the recording.
We're right. We did it. We said it. Right. No one's gonna check.
Short form content that fucking makes us blow up. That'll be really
Shout
good.
out Nut for real.
Yeah, and shout out the no. Right, Fissure Playground, please. Charlie, move on. Ad break. Yeah, go.
So Sam,
do
you like
cock? So Jack, do you find it hard to keep up with all the news in Counter-Strike?
I do. I took a weekend off and I came back to 6 new RGLs, 3 retirements, and apparently Navi's Waterboy got picked up by a top 20 team.
Right, that's why I've been relying on the TLDR newsletter. It's a bi-weekly email that keeps you up to speed on everything in the CS scene, without needing to scroll Reddit for 3 hours while questioning your life choices.
Yeah, it's like if HLTV had a baby with your funniest friend who actually watches every game. Get quick hits of news, spicy roster moves, upcoming match schedules, and even some insider gossip. All killer, no filler.
And let's be honest, some of these tournament formats, you need a guide just to figure out who's playing who. TLDR breaks it all down, so you actually know what the hell's going on.
Plus, it's funny. Like, actually funny. It's like reading a group chat between smart CS fans who roast everything in sight, but still care deeply about the game.
So if your brain's full, but your heart still beats for Counter-Strike, do yourself a favour. Sign up for the TLDR newsletter. It's free, fast, and guaranteed to make you smarter. Or at least sound smarter in Twitch chat.
Check out the link down below and subscribe, because the only thing more tragic than missing a major upset is not even knowing it happened.
TLDR. You don't have time to read everything, but you still want to sound like you did. Yeah, so we're back, Jack. We got to talk about this tournament now, mate.
As you sort of led into before the ad break, before the God awful take of the week, this kind of is a tournament that FaZe could win. There's 3 teams that can win this tournament. 4, and they are Falcons, G2, FaZe, and Mongols.
You're being fucking generous to FaZe here. Remember, they're a dead team.
No, yes, but as we're saying, right, like FaZe are a team that can just win shit, is what I'm saying. But no, okay.
I don't think they can win this. I think the first 5 teams there can win it. Mongols, G2, Aurora, Fury, Falcons.
Shut up. I don't want Aurora to win everything.
No, I don't really want them.
I don't want them
to win. But they're playing. Aurora are playing strong. At this event.
But they're
stronger
abusing,
than Fury and
the star player meta.
Shit, they are abusing the star player meta.
15 Xantaras is.
Go back to the top. Let's go through the games that fucking happened. So Fissure Playground, it's a tournament in Belgrade, Serbia. It's got an absolutely massive fucking prize pool. For some reason, still convinced they're going the way of Yala Compass. But anyway, games have happened, so let's talk about them. Do you want to start 3-0 or 0-3?
0-3. Heroic have been shit.
0-3. Heroic have been fucking dreadful. Outside of Nilo. Nilo has a 1.2 rating. Or I guess got a 1.2 rating, seeing as they're out now. The next highest was, I think, xCloud on like 1.04. Alcarum was 1.0. Linus was like
Fine.
0.9 or some shit, which is like fine until you realise that Youngstar was like 0.86, which is fucking appalling for a player that does now need to step up after they've lost fucking some bias and Tania. Like, so sadly, I think with this 0-3, I'm going to declare Heroic a dead team.
Yeah.
Not in the sense that they're dead like GamerLegion or Liquid or FaZe. Just completely dead in the sense that they're now going to be fucking rubbish. And it'll just be about how quickly Nilo can get himself a move.
Yeah. The other OSB team.
Which I think, by the way, just before we move on, also a shame for Linus, because I think he'd actually been quite impressive throughout the year, and I think now that will taper off because there's only so much
you can do with
with shit.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah.
Linus underrated. Yeah, but like I think anyone who's like followed like the sort of Swedish tier 2 seed like knew Nilo was going to be very good, and then like obviously he got signed and then didn't really play because of whatever reasons there were.
Wanted to finger his bumhole or some shit, I don't know.
I'm going to pretend he didn't say that.
Well, listen, brother, if they're not going to give me a reason, I'm going to attribute one that isn't true.
Entirely fabricated.
I work for the Sun. Well, I don't, but I did work for Jackson. That's the next best thing.
Oh, yes. And Lin Vision. We didn't talk about it.
I'm so sad about that. I love Lin Vision.
Shout out Westmelon.
I really do love Lin Vision. We'll circle back round
China in a
sec. Yeah. We got a little thought experiment.
VP of shit.
Oh my god, VP are hopeless. Are they getting battered? How's that game going? Because they are playing right now. Fucking hell, they've won a map. They've won a map. How do 3D Max give them a map? And it's currently 11-11 on map 3. What the fuck? Oh my god. So they're playing Dust 2, Jack. Right, so right now, VP are playing a game against 3D Max, which you can likely see on the screen, I imagine. It's map 3, they're Dust 2, 11-11. Right, Flit is top of the scoreboard. He's 20 and 13. Lucky's top of... Oh, you've brought it up. Brilliant. Look at Icy.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Look at Icy. He's fucking hopeless. Like, he's actually...
on 21 ADR.
Actually useless. How can you AWP on Dust 2? 23 rounds into a game, and you're 4 and 12. Actually, how? Like, you are fucking hopeless. I need to see at the end of his game.
Yeah,
at the end of this game, I need to see his opening kill stats. Surely he was just losing AWP fights. Because there's no excuse. Like,
he just...
he just got a kill.
He wasn't very good. Before Cloud9, he wasn't very good. Then he joined Cloud9, he wasn't very like he's not very good. He's just a bit crap.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems that VP are somehow going to win this game, which again, like, only furthers my disappointment in the fact that 3D Max fucking exist. God, I fucking dislike 3D Max. But seriously, like, Virtus Pro, like, this team is fucking horrid, and I know how to fix it as well. I know how to fix it. It's so easy to fix. It's so easy to fix. I bet you can say exactly what the fix is because it's that easy.
Nothing.
Oh, I forgot your fucking hell. I really hate doing this with you. No, it's Jame. Yeah. The fix is Jame. It's the move they should have never done. They should have never ever kicked Jame. Because
at least
now
they had a style. They had a system with Jame.
A system, right? Yes.
It was recognisable. Now it's just this is probably like what Face It is like in the CIS region.
Yeah, now it's like
this team is just
now it's just Perfecto trying to learn how to IGL on the fly, and some fella named Toro. Like, my god,
really
just kick that Toro fucker.
Bring in that like Flamus. A day. Yeah, you've got Flamus on your bench.
Yeah, bring in Flamus, get Jame back, easy fucking peasy. Because Jame is absolutely cooking for Paravision. Like, Charlie, pull up Paravision, get up their recent results, look how many games they're winning. Look at that. That is a fucking sea of wins. against some decent teams.
Yeah.
And by the way, as well, in that time, Jame has picked up 106 clutches. In 6 months, he's got 106 clutches.
He is sauce.
By the way, right, if we then look at tier 1 level, right?
Also, sorry, Belchonok is an awesome name.
If we look at tier 1 level, and if we're even really fuck off, if we're even really generous, okay, and we say versus top 50, which Jame is top at still with 103, the next highest is Demka on 66. The highest tier 1 level player is Woxic on 57. This is Jame back to his best. Actually, and it's not like he's playing against completely crap teams either. So why the fuck is he not playing for Virtus Pro?
Jame
But
time.
actually, why is he not playing for Virtus? It is Jame time.
Are they annoyed at him for the gooning, do you reckon? Is that it?
One should never be annoyed at someone for gooning, Jack. Gooning is a way of life.
Trying to cover your own back here, I see.
Possibly.
Moving on to the rest of Fissure.
There's fucking...
VP are fucked.
This organisation just angers me. Like, it's so easy. You've got perfection.
Also, like, I don't want to be a dick. Like every press release they put out, every statement, I don't know if it's because it's poorly translated.
Probably.
It's just written in this, like, really just weird style. Like
that's probably a translation thing.
Maybe, but...
Although Spirit have some very strong English speakers in the organisation, actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, VP, you lot aren't making the major. Just kick Icy, kick this Toro guy, buy back Jame, whatever it costs, and reinstate Flammus, because you spent $1 million on him, and now he's in contract hell.
VP has to change the name to We Are Very Sorry Gaming to get Jame back, though. Because they're very sorry for...
Move on! Go back to Fissure, please. Charlie, I need to remember what teams are there, because fucking these type of tournaments aren't real to me.
Falcons are doing well. They're 3-0.
Falcons are looking very strong.
As are Aurora, much to my dismay.
No, we like Aurora. We just find them frustrating.
I don't like their fans.
Well, quite. We should say that more so we get traction to the podcast.
Yeah.
People hating us.
Aurora fans, come here.
Aurora fans are stupid. They threaten people all the time. And Team Bad can't IGL, need to frag, but sometimes don't frag.
Star player meta abusers.
Star player meta abusers.
Etc. Yeah.
Wicardia overrated.
Yeah.
Please give us hate. We will thrive from the attention you bring us.
It's needed. G2, they're still good. Lost to Furia.
Yeah,
they're also really good.
They're good. So, they're obviously like a little shaky after having just won an event they didn't expect to win, but I think that's completely understandable. FaZe. The Mongols, actually, I've been quite disappointed by.
Yeah, they got rated as #1 team, and then they were like, oh.
Well, I really wanted them to come in and just, like, wipe the floor 3-0, unless maybe
they lost 3D Max, didn't they? So
they lost to fucking 3D Max. And then I think Limvision and Tyloo both gave them a bit of a harder game than they probably should be.
And realistically, like, looking just at ranking alone, they should have walked through both of those teams, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm a big fan of
say
Tyloo. I think Tyloo have a lot more going for them than Limvision.
But Mongols are, like, typically a slow starter team anyway, so I'm not too worried, but you it's fair to expect more, I think.
Yeah. As for the other teams, Furia have looked strong. I think them losing to Aurora is a disappointment, though. Given what we think about Aurora, I do think it's a disappointment.
What do you think of Aurora? Shit. Yeah. It is, but also, like, this Furia team, like, I'm still quite excited by them, right? But they've, like, it insists upon itself. They're a weird team, in essence, right?
No,
it's a team that shouldn't really work, and it's a bit freaky.
No, but you say it shouldn't really work. It only shouldn't work because of the basis of like nationality and, communication.
Big up the
You
racists.
actually look at the role balance though, the full on role settle shit, and it's probably the most perfect team in Counter Strike.
Oh, yeah,
it's really
I don't disagree, but again though, like this team 5 years ago shouldn't have existed on paper. Is that fair to say? Right? But I like it.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan. It's also nice to see Pain playing a bit better as well, because I do like Pain. Liquid can go fuck themselves. Behave. Astralis can go fuck themselves, and Legacy, I'm sorry, I just cannot find it within me to care. I like Dumal. And that's all I have to say about it.
No one ever said that, really?
Elliot, repeatedly.
His parents? Oh.
Well, that's a bit mean.
Is Lato on Legacy?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, is that just all you...
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Should we do our interesting thought experiment then?
Yeah, I'm not really thinking, but it'd be nice to close out the episode.
Yes. So obviously you and I quite like Tyloo. We think they're quite good. We think they're a growing team. And it's also quite hard to not like Vision. Frankly, just because the Gowless crew did some incredible PR work for them during the major.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, a team can become a fan favourite just by being interviewed by BT and...
yes, but that Amelia interview is the greatest thing
in
Counter-Strike history. It's so much better than G eating ice cream. So much better.
Played out, hasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Partly
so my question...
yeah.
Well, my question, Jack.
Yeah.
Now, I think we both agree that Tyloo are the better team that actually stand a chance of pushing further and doing something similar to the Mongols, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe not.
They did win that event, didn't they?
Fissure Playground 1. Maybe they can't be the level of the Mongols, but maybe they can continue to grow from where they are now, more tier 1 experience.
To a what are they, top 7 VRS? That was the peak, right?
Something like that.
Should they be top 5?
But we're are we talking top 5 consistent, or just woo, they made it?
Let's give them like a top 10 consistent. Then I guess is maybe more fair.
I think this team can be top 10 consistent, but that does depend on other teams getting stronger, as we think they will, as to whether that changes. So my question, Jack. Are there any players that you would take from Vision to put on Tyloo to make a Chinese super team? Because I don't think it's as easy as it seems.
But my metric is only on who has good names, because I'll be honest, outside of G, I don't know who does what, and I don't want to pretend I do.
Okay. Well, Zaka's an AWPer.
Attacker?
No, Zaka.
Oh, Zaka. Yeah, I just said like that makes no sense. Yeah, well, no, because you got G and he's Chinese Zaiwu.
Because
so he can stay.
Well, because this is the thing.
Vision.
But this is the thing, right, Charlie? If you pull up G in the other tab, like this is something that's worth comparing. Look at G's rating.
Stats don't care about your feelings.
Look at Zaka's rating.
Yeah, he's better, isn't he?
But there is one big difference. Zaka's a lot better at shooting the gun. Go back on G. 83 utility. G's also enabling the Tyloo players a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's like... I actually think that the idea of this Chinese super team is potentially a very dangerous one for the Chinese teams.
I also think that Tyloo, Vision, Rear Atom, like the three orgs, this is the first time we've probably had like within China like a real tier 1 and a bit team. Like you'd have like the old Tyloo, like the Captain Mo and shit, like at the majors, right? They'd come through the Asian minor or whatever. They'd show up, they'd do some gimmicky stuff. People were like, oh no, wow, awesome, good for them, and then you wouldn't see them for the rest of the year, right?
Yeah.
Tyloo are at every event, basically. And every event is a little bit of a lower tier. Vision are out as well. So
yeah,
we're already in a good place.
And Tyloo are also in the place that the Mongols were a couple of years ago, where they threatened to do a little better. They did win a tournament, which Mongols didn't manage to do.
When Mongols were IHC, right? Like, they would, like, get to the play-ins and, like, maybe get a series.
Yeah.
And they were still fan favourites. People still wanted them to do well, right?
Yeah.
You know,
without the fucking PR of Tyloo, but
yeah. True. I think people just like Mongolia.
Yeah.
Scream if you love Mongolia. Yeah. So I don't know. So Mercury's calling, right? And I don't think the calling is an issue.
Well, I thought Mercury was, but then Dickel said it was Attacker. But didn't you check it on Wikipedia?
Wikipedia said Mercury, but I also
I'll trust Wikipedia.
I know, like, old Tyloo, like, would just kind of change who called. I think it was kind of just they all spoke. So maybe that's a system or a style thing from Chinese CS where there's not really a dedicated leader. I don't know. I don't speak Mandarin, so I don't know what they're saying in the team talks. But we can also attribute and fabricate whatever we want, actually. So no one calls at all. I would just, if it was the worst player on Tyloo, replace them with Westmelon. Not that I think Westmelon is much better.
He just has a good name.
Fucking awesome name. And Amelia Quack is really good as well, but as a name, I don't know if he's a good player.
Is that what it actually is?
I say Quack. I don't know if it's meant to be. I
don't think it is. It's
like,
good.
Quack is good.
He's not particularly good. He's quite rubbish. He might be. He actually might be the IGL of Linkvision.
Sue's pretty alright, isn't he?
I think he's okay. I thought Westmelon was the IGL of Linkvision.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
I'm gonna check this.
That was a curious action choice, son. But I'm not going to draw too much attention to.
No, don't, please. So it says Westmelon is the captain, so I assume he's the IGL. He is the IGL. So in that case, like, the Westmelon, like, Mercury trade-off is a thing. I think, again, Mercury probably wins out because Linkvision are kind of only good at 2 maps, which is a shame. I think the one you really have to talk about is Starry. He's Linkvision's star player.
It's like his name.
Outside of Zaka. But again, like, the Zaka G trade-off is one that, like, you can't make based off rating alone because utility's such an important part of that when it comes to system. And I imagine, you know, like, you port over Westmelon, he takes Zaka, you keep Mercury, he keeps G.
I know this is obviously a hypothetical, but do you think, like, either these things need to happen or they just need to keep playing to get better?
I think...
Like, can they just, you know, incubate a bit more?
I think Tyloo could incubate a bit more. I think I'd be looking to replace Attacker, being realistic.
Yeah.
Like, I think if Attacker's not IGLing, you probably can find a player better than Attacker.
Mm-hmm.
I think if having a supportive AWPer is so important to you, then obviously you don't look to replace G. I think if you want more impact out of your AWP, then yeah, sure, you get Zaka. But Mosaic, Mercury, Jam Young, I see no reason to change them.
Mm-hmm.
Linkvision, though, that's a team where if you want to grow, you probably do look to make some changes.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, Mr. Quack's not very good, is he? So
no, it seems like the most
obvious candidate for, you know.
I was going to say the most comedic bloke on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, also he does seem like an obvious candidate to replace. He is their worst player.
Is it just funny because he doesn't know what they're saying to him?
No, I think he had some comedic timing with it.
Do you reckon it's intentional? Or he's just processing what...
I think we should leave this one here. And I think we should end the episode.
That suits me fine, mate.
Yeah, let's do that. It's like bang on an hour.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, we'll be back next week.
Will be.
I've been Sam. My Twitter's probably below my face. Does it go above? Below? I don't know.
Below.
I don't watch this shit. I don't want to hear Jack talk anymore. Yeah, he's Jack.
Hello.
Fucking...
Bye, even.
Yeah.
Shout out, Charlie.
I've just pointed that way. I don't know if you go that way.
I do.
You go that
I'm
way?
on this. I'm on.
Do you? Oh, that was good from me.
Give me a high five. Come on. Shout out Charlie, producer Charlie. Shout out James, who does the thumbnails. Shout out rest of TLDR. Read the newsletter. Subscribe to the newsletter. Follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord.
And
if you want to sponsor us, we'll take anything.
you're twerking, bro.
Anything.
I'm leaving that there before you actually get your arse out. Bye!
What?